In this episode, I'll be sharing with you whether or not you should consider a 15-year mortgage. Welcome everyone to this episode of the AskJasonGelios show. I'm Jason Gelios, Michigan Realtor, and I get asked this question often, and that's whether or not I should switch to a 15-year fixed rate mortgage versus a 30-year mortgage. I've also had home buyers asking, should I purchase a home and go with the 15-year right off the bat, or should I go with the traditional 30-year fixed rate mortgage? And so I'm going to share with you, first off, some benefits of going with a 15-year mortgage. Now, if you go with a 15-year mortgage, you are dramatically reducing the amount of interest you pay, okay? Because you're essentially cutting your term in half from a 30-year to a 15-year. Many homeowners, existing homeowners, move to a 30-year, I shouldn't say moved, refinance into a 15-year mortgage when they've been in their home for several years, right? Or more, 10, 20 years. And they're like, you know what, I just want to pay it down. Or maybe they have paid on their home for about 15 years and they want to cut it down. And maybe they've seen an increase in their income, which would allow them to better afford the higher payment, okay? Because a 15-year mortgage comes with a higher payment. However, you're reducing the amount of interest that you pay, which is a huge benefit. It's tens of thousands of dollars, okay? Now, another benefit is that, yes, you do pay it down quicker, and you do get typically a lower interest rate. So not only are you cutting your term down and cutting interest there, but you're also saving on the actual interest rate, because usually a rate on a 15-year fixed mortgage is lower than that on a 30-year. You would think that would be opposite because they're getting more years, but that's not the case. Now I want to share with you the difference between a payment on a 15-year mortgage versus a 30-year mortgage, okay? Now, the parameters that I put in for this is that it's a $250,000 loan amount, okay? Nice even number. Okay, and by the way, these are actually purchase rates. Refinance rates tend to be different, and they will adjust depending on what you're doing. For example, if you're pulling out money, or if it's a second home, or whatever the case is, there are parameters. If you're self-employed, the rate is a little bit higher because it's more. They deem that it's more risky. However, this is just straight purchase rates right now. So, on a 15-year fixed mortgage and a loan amount of $250,000 at 5.6%, the principal and interest payment, no taxes, no homeowner's insurance, none of that, just principal and interest payment would be $2,056. Now we're going to switch over to the 30-year fixed mortgage. And that is, again, $250,000 loan amount, 30-year fixed at 6%, you're looking at a payment of $14.99 a month, principal and interest. So quite a bit of a difference. That's just over $500 a month. So it's pretty interesting that there is a big difference. And many people, especially many first-time home buyers, tend to go with the 30-year fix because it gives them a lower payment and they can calculate that into their budget. Okay, so really the only drawback that I see is that a 15-year mortgage comes with a higher payment. However, you're paying less in interest. So if you can make that monthly payment work in your budget, it makes a lot of sense to go with the 15-year. Now, I want to talk a little bit about how you have to look at your long-term goals or what you want to do, like your home ownership plans. If you're going to be in a home for a short time, maybe it's your first home and you just want to get established, get a home, build some equity, and you feel that maybe in 3 to 5 years, you're going to move into something larger, maybe your family expands or whatever the case is, you probably don't want to go with the 15-year fix. And I mean, I know it comes with less interest and all that, but it's a higher payment. So that would make sense to go with a 30-year fixed. However, if you're going to be in the home for a longer term, then you might want to consider the 15-year because off the bat you'll pay less. However, many people can't budget a 15-year mortgage payment. It's not common. It's not completely rare. It's more common for those that have been in a home for multiple years and they're looking to, pay it off faster. However, most of the time people just go with a 30-year fixed, and you can always pay more on the principal when you have, let's say you get a bonus from work or a promotion or whatever the case is, you can always just pay more towards the principal and knock it out that way. However, that won't have as much of an impact versus, as if you were going to switch to a 15-year mortgage. So 15-year mortgage would save you a lot more money faster. So I hope you guys found this valuable. Share your thoughts. Have you gone from a 30-year fixed mortgage to a 15-year fixed mortgage? Did you see the benefit in it? Actually, many times lenders will also show you how much interest you've saved on your particular situation because they will know your exact numbers and, hey, you saved this amount on interest and whatnot. But share your thoughts in the comments. Any opinion I would love to see shared in the comments below. So anyway, I invite you to follow me on social media as well. Those links are in the description, as well as my website. It's allabouttherealestate.com, and my new website dedicated to aging adults 50 and up, okay? Which I'm almost at that 50 mark. Got a little bit of time, but I'm almost there. But my new website is servingmichiganseniors.com. So I invite you to check that out. Some valuable tips and helpful articles. So anyway, I'm Jason Gelios, Michigan Realtor, and I appreciate you watching.